Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever time of day it is for you. Good day. Welcome to a Friday. It's Friday, right? Please tell me it's Friday. Yes, Friday night stream. Thank goodness. I cut out of work early today, thinking it was Friday. Oh, it would have been so embarrassing if it wasn't. Wait. Sorry, technical problems. What is going on here? Hey. Hold up. Sorry, fixing something. Okay. So, I didn't get to stream yesterday. I was way too tired and I needed my nappies because I am an old man. So, today we're going to finish up the 1.6 storyline quest for HSR, Honkai Star Rail, which is supposed to be like the Ratio's part. And I'm going to stick with the same team I had with Ruin May's part, which is going to be Fire Trailblazer, Ron May, Zai, and Herta. Because that team kind of made sense. Zai just kind of replacing the Skrullum since we don't have Skrullum. Now for this one, I didn't know if I should change it. I don't know who's I don't really have a plugin for the Ratio unless I could play Welt since they're imaginary. And yeah, that's the only similarities between those two. Oh yeah, and they're both guys. I don't know if Ass is going to be involved. Herta is kind of involved. She kind of disappeared. Now I will point out, yesterday I went into this dude's simulator universe a little bit, not realizing I was going to activate the next cutscene. So I'll get a YouTube video here to play that cutscene that, we missed. Sorry. But before that, Zenless Zone Zero has a new trailer out. So, this Zenless Zone... Wait. I'm sorry, let me start this up for the YouTube. So, Zenless Zone Zero now has their new trailer called Thunderbolt Silhouette, which is Abby's character demo, or Anby's character demo. So, Anby, I believe she is... she's like actually, we got more about Anby's character with Nicole's character demo. So maybe in Anby's character demo, we get to find out about a completely different character. So let's play it and find out. Let me make sure I get the volume up. Okay, cool. Hold up, wait. I just want to go back real quick. This is how I am. Nose, run away. Never overtime. Last flight. I'm just seeing that like these movies are spoofs off of things I know. Maybe in Japan, but not here. So did Anby used to be in a movie theater? Like a movie star? Yeah, Anby Demara. Huh? Is he missing an eye, or is that like an eye patch? Cutting hairs. I'm digging the music. It's just like electric guitar player. Okay, so we're actually seeing her combat moves. I really hope this is how she moves in game.
Nicole? Why wasn't I invited to the party?
She hallucinated?
Looks like the party isn't over. Get to it.
Gonna shoot in the air? Did you realize she's being filmed?
This camera work, such smooth editing. Nicole, Ambi, what did you think? Didn't I shoot it just like the Starlight Night series?
You're blocking the screen! Step down! Forget the editing. Why didn't you come help me when those thugs were attacking me and Ambi?
Didn't you tell me to record it?
You idiot! Where were you gonna show it if something happened to me and Ambi? At our
Oh, she's just digging the film.
Our dads can get us arrested!
Oh, and she
Use
smiled.
your head next time.
Okay, the editing they did in the combat scenes, I really hope the Genshin team, or whoever does the Genshin trailers, takes notes from this. Because I'll be honest, the Genshin character demos are really boring. The last one of Navia, the story with Navia chasing down the crooks, that was pretty fun. The actual combat looked so boring. But this one looks incredibly exciting. Like, even though, like, I don't know if, yeah, let me lower the volume. I didn't realize how loud this was because it was really spiking the audio levels on my OBS. This probably isn't how it plays in the game. Like, maybe not this smoothly. But it looks so cool, and it still gives you a good idea of the character herself. As far as gameplay goes, this has to be the gameplay. Maybe not the camera angles, though. Let's see. Thunderclap, that was probably her skill. Yeah, this makes combat look really exciting. This isn't something Genshin can do. Or, they can do it, but they don't. And then we have it here. They're actually showing a combo move between Nicole and Ambi. Ambi juggles them. I thought they was gonna like shoot the Molotov out of the air. Nicole uses her ultimate, sucks him up. This is like Venti's Black Hole. Then Ambi just wrecks them all with, I assume that was her ultimate, Thunderfall. And that looked really, really cool and awesome. And I'm pretty sure she says it's going to be a 4-star. Or the equivalent of it in this game. So that looked exciting. Very exciting. And I really can't wait to play this. I hope the Genshin team, like with the next trailers you do, they take some notes. Because this looked really cool. They had a funny story. We have our not quite Deadpool doing his comedy stick. And him and Nicole really play off well. And I love how she's just fixated on the movie, ignoring these two. So, there goes that character demo, an actual demo. And, man, I need to get big in on the next CBT. I already signed up for it. Let's see what happens. But yeah, that's about it. Later. All right, got that recorded. And this came out, I think, the day before yesterday. Or was it yesterday? I forget. But we do have a Star Rail trailer, the Golden Gears, which is, well, actually, this isn't a trailer. This is a special program. I don't think I ever reacted to one of these before. So we got a HSR Honkai Star Rail. Gold and Gears special program. This is the new thing going on in the Simulator universe. We actually played a little bit of it on stream the other day. I didn't go through all of it. I don't think on stream. Because it played very similar to this Swarm Disaster with a few tweaks in there. But let's see what they have to say about it and the actual program here. Make sure the audio isn't too loud.
Aren't you the one from the Simulated Universe expansion module test? The so-called Simulated Universe Goat?
Yours truly! Not even 10 Lord Ravagers are enough to scare me.
Well, my wish is that all who cross paths with me are blessed with good fortune, including in the new algorithmic branch of the Simulated Universe.
There was no good
Expansion
fortune meeting
module,
up with you,
Golden
Renee.
Gears.
Madam, encountering you is the epitome of good fortune.
Do me a favor. Don't tell Herta about the slices, all right? Is it true that after your last test, you wrote very easy on the feedback form?
Don't
Yup,
trust
the
her.
Trailblazer told me to write that.
Don't trust her.
Your feedback is exactly why we've added new mechanisms to the universe, which encourage participants to be even more creative.
No wonder that was so exhausting. Assembling dice, rotating compasses, precisely calculating intracognition values, not to mention the erudition resonance extrapolation.
I'll be honest, like a lot of the stuff they added with the dice,
By the way, is it
I
true
think
you
it was a
visited
bit
the space
much. It was like
station?
too much
Is
busy
that
work
why you
going
able to
on
make
there.
it to the show today?
I ignored for the
Correct.
most part.
Herta summoned all the Simulated Universe collaborators. Not everyone showed up, but I happened to have some important business to take care of.
All the collaborators? Well, if Madam Herta sent out the call, there must be some interesting history and fragments to explore and assemble.
I do like
Looks
some of the new
we'll
events,
need
though.
the Trailblazer to be our guinea pig again.
Yes. Now that you mention it, it's only fair that your hard work is rewarded.
Seriously?
Wait, 4,000?
Miss Ron May, you're
4,000
too generous.
jades? Wait,
And
that's
you're
what
too
we're getting?
kind. Also,
I didn't
there's a
bother
new
counting.
feature designed to lighten the tester's workload. Did you notice it?
You must be referring to the shared weekly progress between the Simulated Universe expansion module and the original Simulated Universe. It means that Trailblazers can now accumulate weekly points in the Simulated Universe while testing the expansion module.
Oh, that is
When
so
asking
good.
for
Like, I didn't
someone's
notice it
help,
before because I
it's
already
only
completed
proper
the
to
week's
minimize their
Similar Universe.
inconvenience.
But yeah,
You
I
mentioned wanting some tips, right?
I guess now we don't need to
Well,
go
I
through the
gotta
regular
say, I
World
think
1 through 8. We
aced
can just do
the
this
testing
one.
with flying colors, but some parts were confusing.
I hope
especially
they
the
did the
dice.
same thing with
Am I
Storm
supposed to
Disaster.
assemble them myself?
It was Steven who came up with the concept of custom dice combinations. You may run into him in the expansion module. He's a fascinating individual, always pushing the limits of the game with his groundbreaking ideas.
Okay, before we continue, Celia, are you there?
What?
Okay, so they're talking about Stephen Lloyd, from part of the Genius Society, and I suspect. Okay, anybody who's ever watched me stream HSR know that I'm a Skrullum fan, and I'm waiting for Skrullum to be the next Genius Society member to be a playable character. They already get the model for him, right? I mean, like from what 1.3, they've already introduced him, but I suspect, and this is really going to be frustrating because I absolutely believe this is going to happen. The next Genius Society member we're going to get that's going to be a playable character is going to be Stephen Lloyd. They're going to make Stephen Lloyd a playable character before Skrullum. Why? Because they did the same thing with Ruan May. We just seen Ruan May, like in text and in part of the Similar Universe, and she didn't even have a motto out, but then they just made her the next 5-star character. And Skrullum's still like nowhere to be seen. And this event, they've been talking a lot about Stephen Lloyd. He's been coming up a lot in conversations. And they're going to bring him out before Skrullum. And that makes me peeved. But that's my rant.
Just like our Ron May pushes the limits of life with her groundbreaking ideas.
Oh? Seems you've also heard about the Life Helix system. Let's focus on addressing your questions first.
Right. Dice assembly. If every side is something I like, then every roll of the dice is a good one. Time to think like Steven.
You have paths and dice as your variables, but they aren't directly linked to one another.
So is this just another
A good
tutorial?
strategy is to focus on how choices affect each other, so you can maximize the effectiveness of each choice.
Oh! So for instance, if I choose the newly added erudition path and do a little bit of this, a bit of that, there. What do you think?
It's hard to say, but making choices that stay true to yourself is always encouraged. However, I would suggest the following. Okay, give it a try.
Madam Ron May's dice setup. There'll be some high-level logic at play here.
So is this going to be easier to follow than the actual in-game tutorial?
Increase cosmic fragments!
You seem quite pleased with this setup.
Ooh, should I buy another one? Another increase? I get it! It's all thanks to the dice! Nothing's stopping me now! Hey, the shop's still around, right?
It's not really. They're being
Haven't
very
hit
vague
my
about
target
it.
earnings yet. Getting back on track, are there any restrictions to dice space setups?
There are less restrictions and therefore more high-quality dice faces now than before. Different combinations and arrangements can produce interesting results, so be sure to update your dice with your favorite faces as soon as you acquire them.
Okay, so,
Unless you prefer a more intense experience, of course.
so this is one thing that's starting to bug me.
Even with blank dice,
They've
I'm
voiced
bound
this
to get
entire
lucky.
video.
I mean, look at all
Which
these
is pretty much a
curios
tutorial
I
for the
found.
Gears and
An
Golden
interesting
Gears.
choice. The rotting fruit of the alien
Couldn't they have
tree
voiced
could
a
be
tutorial
somewhat useful to
in-game?
the general of the law fu.
Way ahead of you, madam.
They did it for the
Good
video.
fortune lies within bad.
Let's do it
and
for it
bad
in-game.
fortune lurks within good. It's difficult to know which is which in the moment.
And if the fortune is really bad?
Well, should you encounter a cuckoo clock fanatic, what you thought was misfortune might actually be fortune in disguise. Their generosity won't leave you shortchanged.
I didn't get that one of
Still,
it.
utilizing your own intelligence and wit can bring you more than you might expect. Luck isn't everything, especially in the simulated universe.
Ron May, I couldn't agree more. I tried my hand at the Lucky Compass Challenge a few times without success, so I looked into the Trailblazer. Then I ran into the Avoiding the Beams Challenge, and I thought I had it all figured out. I asked you, Kong, for
I actually
help.
like those puzzles.
Only for us to discover that techniques can't even be used in that room.
What's this?
Why, it's a precious memory with you. And there's even more to be excited about. When faced with so many tantalizing options, how do we even make a choice?
In Simulated Universe, Ruanime does
Pertain to
spoil us.
transactions between Herta and the IPC. If you want my advice, think rationally and don't let greed consume you. Or, well, that happens.
It's all good. I recouped everything while exploring the map. Wait, what is this?
It seems you finally caught sight of the intercognition system. Adjusting your intercognition value can help you understand
kinda
various
confuses
laws
me.
and stories. The world is full of contradictions. Organic versus inorganic. Good versus evil. Calculation versus prophecy.
Sexy robot
It
wearing a
creates a
see-through robe.
Rashomon effect, where truth isn't singular.
Got it. So what exactly is the purpose of the recommendations in this
Got the gender bent
intercognition
version of
system?
School.
To help testers navigate this new
Okay, if you guys didn't hear that, Celia believes that this is a gender-bent version of Skrullum.
Her name's like Scroolita or something.
Oh my goodness, you're right. I just noticed that name down there. Skrullita. I dig it.
Intercognition system.
To help testers navigate
You're
this new
saving
system
your
without
jade
too
for
much confusion.
Scroolita from now on.
Listen. Okay, Skrullum is still on the top of the list. But if he wants to bring Skrullita along too, you know, I'll have some extra jade saved up. Wait. What? Like, is Skrullum a race? Like, is there a race of people that are just like Skrullum? And they all have, the first syllable of their name, Screw, and then after that it's just different? Or is Skrullita actually Skrullum? Like, Skrullum just kind of takes the head off of his robotic body and puts it onto this female body.
I don't know, but he does have his own mechanical planet. So maybe Screw people are the people of that planet.
Celia, you got to be careful how you say that. Okay, we just can't go to a planet and screw people. You got to be polite about it. All right, but you know it does make you think. I mean, my God, if the model actually had a robe like this, I think I would have to spend money to make sure I get them. All right. Anyway.
Fusion, we've incorporated system-based guidance. Following the system's guidance can lead to extra rewards.
Now that I think about it, when I followed the system's recommendations, I got more extra drops than usual. With these extra rewards, I'll be able to trailblaze the cosmos even faster and gain more stellar jades! What was I gonna ask? Oh, as more paths become available in the simulated universe, will blessings become more scarce? I'm a little concerned.
We thought of that too. That's why in Golden Gears, we implemented a system to prohibit specific paths. Once you prohibit a path, it's unlikely you'll come across it again during your current exploration.
Talk about user-friendly. Leave it to Madame Ron May to think of such a brilliant idea. Still, I don't want to prohibit anything. After all, the more paths, the more path residences. It's just surprising that these path residences are no longer exclusive to testers.
Given that Noose is the Eon of Erudition, encountering resonance extrapolations in the expansion module that are related to this path is to be expected.
Yeah, he's
I hope
backfiring
this
on
doesn't
us.
cause any headaches for Trailblazers.
It's giving me a headache.
But you did a great job testing this special version. We'll look at your test feedback to see if any essential changes need to be implemented in the official version. Thank you, Albert.
My pleasure, Madame Ron May. I don't know if you like pets, but I was wondering if I could be yours.
It's best I don't answer that
Don't
question.
stress that. You
Isn't
don't
that
want to
the
know what she
answer
does to her
gave to
pets.
you, Trailblazers?
She just neglects them.
I brought some homemade treats for you. They're just as delicious as the slices I implanted into the universe.
Are you talking about the cats?
Ooh, snack time! Madame Ron May, your cooking is the best!
Don't forget
Oh,
to test the simulated universe. The expansion module is waiting for you.
so yeah, I said it before and I'll say it again. If they could make an entire video just for this to teach you about Golden Gears, voice the tutorial in the game. I mean, how much more time and money would that be? Billion-dollar company. Although I don't know if they're still going to be a billion-dollar company if China passes that new law. That's very anti-gotcha. But we'll see. But anyway, there you have it, guys. Later. And wait a minute. What is this? Oh, right. Okay. So all right. Last reaction for the night. Road Killer has a new EXE out. And on who? Well, who do you think? It's going to be Ruan May. Road Killer has yet to fail on EXEs. You know, no pressure. It's been really hype, really awesome. I'm loving it. You know, he actually shouted me out on Twitter when I shouted him out, when I gave him a happy birthday. So he's a pretty cool dude. His channel has been growing exponentially recently. And I'm really hoping he hits the 6-digit mark before the end of the year, which is just going to be 2 more days. So make sure you like and subscribe. Speaking of which, 5 seconds, like, subscribe, right down below. Come on, guys. I always forget it. You got to remind me. Let's do this.
Subscribe!
Man, damn, Pokey. Pokey lifts. He makes me want to get back into the gym.
On.
That's why your shoes raggedy. That's why your mama dead.
What?
Baba Booey.
I'm really mad. I'm about to end this man's whole career. How?
You're trash, kid.
What are you doing bringing Physical Trailblazer in there?
Someone called the ambulance. Heroes never die.
The heroes are meant to die.
Let's do this.
You can tell who Road Killer's favorite characters are.
What the heck?
He keeps playing these characters.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yeah, boy.
Rated PS for pretty stupid.
By the way, I've seen that picture. I know what you did there.
That's funny to you? You got 5 seconds to subscribe. 5, 4, 3,
I don't like being pressured.
2, 1.
Jeez.
I am truly speechless at this latest update.
1.6 is the start of the second generation. Our second generation of Honkai Star Rail actually starts in 1.6.
The entire version 1.6 patch has just been such a massive W. I've never seen a better patch. This is genuinely the best live stream I've ever witnessed.
5 out of 5.
It's mainly because of the ratio, right?
No! No!
Oh, I'm sorry, Genshin.
We got a reveal trailer for Ruan May.
The Ron May trailer is officially here.
God damn! Oh
Dude, oh yeah, we actually made the first shot of her massive dance. Oh, whoops. Oh man, it would be a shame if you rolled for it. I wish you would step on me.
I don't think it was an accident.
Buddy, you're weird.
Those things are so cute.
Oh my god, they so.
Insanely pretty.
You're not allowed to look this pretty. You're not allowed to look this literally gorgeous.
She is just
Have you not seen
pure
any of the other females in this game?
baby.
She really do remind me of Mobius, bro. Oh my god.
How?
I'm very excited for this character.
Yo, I'm so hyped. Today's the day.
Oh my god, I want her so badly. I want this character so freaking badly.
Calm down. Calm down.
She created that swarm monster that we're gonna fight as a weekly boss? Wait, so
I thought- yeah.
So hold up. What this trailer confirms then, for the bugs, boys, you can either fight it or rock with it.
God damn it, Tecton.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Hey, somebody had to make that joke funny. Thanks, Rogue.
Let's fucking go. Oh my god. Oh my.
Don't worry, Asmund spent like $1,000. He eventually got her.
Win, boys!
Let's go, baby!
Let's go!
Are you sure about that?
Well, is Bronya really a loss?
No, don't do it! No, don't do it! Fuck it!
I don't think I do this game on hardcore.
No. Yes.
Okay.
What do we have here?
You can tell Rogue's a big Smash Bros. Fan. Why do we get a loading screen in the middle of our video?
A picture of grace and elegance. My name is Ram Mei. You hold some academic value, I suppose.
Don't trust her, guys.
Every petal in life's garden will be swept away by the wind of time.
For her technique, activating it makes Ren May trigger her skill at the start of the next battle without using any SP, so you can instantly get the related buffs and save the skill point.
I'm about to sing the song.
What the hell, boy?
Boy, if you don't
And you also get the energy for using the skill like that too.
It's a 3-turn buff that increases all teammates' damage bonus and weakness break efficiency.
get in there.
That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. No, that's a lot of damage. But I'm not done yet.
Bye, have a great time.
What's up, bro? What, bro? What's up, bro? Take a swing, bro. Right here, bro.
When an ally breaks an
that-
enemy's weakness, while maybe
wasn't
do
that
some
funny.
more ice break damage of her own, at a much stronger multiplier than her ultimate marks.
Say goodnight, motherfucker. Oh my God.
Argenti is so powerful.
You picked the wrong
I'm very sorry, and I apologize.
Rame doesn't do that much damage.
Finally,
There
we get
must
to
be
her
simulated
ultimate, which is
universe.
literally a 2-turn.
No, it does
domain
MLC, wasn't it?
expansion. It increases all type resistance penetration for all allies up to 25%. When an enemy attempts to recover from weakness break, Rebloom triggers and delays them again by 20%.
That right
while
there is
also
such an
dealing break
awesome
damage
FU
equal to
moment to the
50%
enemies.
of her break attack.
I'm back. Finish him.
I like the cut, G.
Fatality.
Damn, boy.
I'll be watching over you.
Huh? Oh, that's hot.
Oh no.
That's
No.
hot. Damn,
Don't
boy,
fall for
I
it.
need this.
Don't fall for it. I played the story. You don't trust it.
Sir.
Is it Bronya? I knew it.
Your boy eat that pussy for.
No! God, please, no!
Hey, you're
She's
both
insane,
S+,
bro.
okay?
There's no other way to put it. She's broken. She's way higher than Branya. She's way higher than everyone in the Harmony section. I'm telling you, this girl's is a menace.
Run me. She is not the Omega Giga power creep.
I did not expect you to put in the Gotcha Smack Pokey drama into this video.
You could use Run me with Bronya, with your sustain, but is she better than Bronya? I disagree when it comes to hypercarry.
Oh, hell no! Stop right there, criminal scum!
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I am a god.
I'm better than you.
You ain't got the answers.
I'm asking you.
You ain't been doing the education.
This is... Oh, it's gonna be so... I'm gonna be so disappointed when the L plus ratio thing goes away. But, yeah, right here, every single time this flower pops... Let me lower that. Wait, where is it? Right here. That is so accurate to how it feels to see the enemies just get knocked right back down the moment they get back up. This Will Smith slapping you. Perfect. So thank you so much for that, Roadkill. I wanted to see this earlier. I saw this pop up on my notification this morning, but I needed to wait. I wanted it to be fresh when I saw it tonight on stream. So yeah, awesome. Later. Oh, I accidentally almost ended the stream there. Alright, so now we're actually going to get into Honkai Star Rail, but just so you can see what you missed when I tried to do the simulated universe but accidentally started the next cutscene. This is the cutscene we start off into going into the next part of the story. We walked into the simulated universe room, you know, where Herta's supposed to be, and everything goes black. And then...
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion: their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need him. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was him.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
He's only just woken up, dazed. He may need a few pointers.
How did he just put that on? Alright, so that's the scene we went into. And now, what we're like, we don't remember what happened because we walked into the room, blacked out, woke up, got that cutscene. So what we've been doing is been trying to go into our mind palace, sort of, to try to bring up the memories of what went wrong. Because Herta is missing. Somebody attacked Herta, we think, or one of her puppets, and Herta's MIA. The puppet is MIA. We don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, what was that, Celia?
Herta herself is accounted for. It's just one of the puppets that's missing.
Okay, because I kept asking where's Herta and nobody would tell me.
She's like on a ship going to visit like the IPC or something.
Okay, well the puppet is MIA. Yeah. And yeah, that's where we left off. So let's just oh wait, that's right. Let me increase the volume for the game. Gotta lower that a little more. Okay. There we go. And I'm sticking with the same team I did with the Ron May quest. Here's Dr. Ratio. This guy is actually kind of cool so far.
A portrait of internal turmoil. You look troubled. Do you need help? Do try to think for yourself.
The thing is, Dr. Ratio, like, you could feel the arrogance emanating off him, but you could also see that he could back up that arrogance. And I actually like that in a character. Like a character that's arrogant but could back it up. Not a character that's arrogant and can't back it up. He can. But he's not also not disrespectful arrogance, at least not purposely. And screw him. Buddy. When are you going to be playable? Seriously. Robot Cowboy, tell me.
Reuniting under such conditions. Affirmation unpleasant.
I don't know, maybe I just relate to robots more than humans. What does that say about me?
The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is.
That's right. Right now we're just talking to random people within our memory.
The other person should be from the Department of Insight.
Explore the related memory Herta's assistant. Or assignment.
Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body.
That's right. We're looking for a curio that is alive but doesn't have a body. And we're not sure what that curio is. And we're talking to people to figure out what it is. And a lot of their speech, well, not a lot of it, but parts of it are censored out. Which is what those 4 squares were in the subtitles. And why we just heard a when she tried to say it.
Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
What?
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember.
I wonder if it's that, like, that treat Ruan Mei made us eat that was supposed to make us forget her. Maybe that is messing up our memory right now, which is why we can't remember.
If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Man, you can't trust that woman.
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's been so long.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
Why do you call her Rich? Her name's Emily. I mean, Rich is usually like a nickname you give somebody called Richard.
It's all taken care of. As long as the money's there, it's all good. Here's the account you asked for. It's legit and secure, allowing you to connect straight to the intranet.
Oh, we got some tomfoolery going on here.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
Oh, you flatter me. I'm just a peddler doing a little business on the side. Small scale. Best left under the table. But if you ever make it big in the guild, don't forget your humble friend, okay?
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Here too. My memories are just a jumbled mess of words. Did my memory piece together irrelevant information?
Restore the muddled memory.
Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone.
Wait, which one of these two are Stephen? This is Stephen Lloyd, right? The old man? Or is it this guy? I can't click on it now in this memory. This is Polka, the murderer. The one that Herta desperately wants to hang out with again. And everybody else wants to avoid. Forget who this guy is.
I don't think Stefan has his...
Oh, that's right. He didn't want his picture taken. Okay, yeah. Because I was thinking, if it's the old man, then no, we're not going to get Stephen Lloyd. Because Hoyoverse does not put old people, well, visually old people in their games. At least not as playable characters. They all have to be, they all have to look like, at most, they're in their mid-20s. Mid-20s is old for their Hoyoverse characters.
I'm pretty sure Steven's a youngster, but he likes to pretend to be middle-aged.
Well, like I said, if he's going to be the next genius character we get, before screw him, because I hate the fact that I believe this, that they're going to do that. He can't be an old man. He needs to look young.
What did Emily say?
Even Kokolia and Servo, who's supposed to be like in their 40s, I think, look like they're in their late 20s. Explore the related memory. Asta's trouble.
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent looking young lady.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
I forget. Is everybody like having conversations? Is there always that one nervous person, like in our memory?
No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence. Though I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
Again? How many times has it been? You're really...
Oh, she's just looking for somebody to do chores for her.
Oh, another smart-looking youngster. Wonderful. It's about time we had some new recruits.
Huh. Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body but is alive. Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the Department of Insight. However, I've heard of such a species. A colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cienjo Alliance has life forms like that.
Oh, you mean they're not quite ghost?
Don't get me wrong, I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you. The atmosphere on the space station has been getting stranger lately. It's risky taking sides.
The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler.
Okay.
The disappearances Asta mentioned are likely related to Arlen's investigations too. The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what
That's right. Arlen and somebody else was searching for the same thing.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the truth. I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
Just as I thought. I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot.
Yep. Using cognition chasm might help to restore the hazy memory. Yep. Do it. This is the newest one we got. Okay, so researcher's disappearance. Cool, more.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission. How did you know? I see. Could you also tell that Lady Asta was feeling the pressure?
Have you found anything?
I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances occurred. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimony seemed to agree with this. The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
People were just blowing up?
Have you asked the Department of Ecology head?
She said it might be woo babu.
Huh. She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
So she is wrong.
Huh? What did I say?
I don't know, I accidentally clicked it too fast.
She's not wrong.
I heard something like that also exists in the Zhang Zhao Alliance.
Ah, that's right! They're called Heliobi. I guess you could say that Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types of energy life form. Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying.
Is it a combination of the two?
Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That's most likely the truth. I need to go over it from the start. Starting with the conversation I had with Herta.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an... Send me a signal when you see...
I think she mentioned something if only there were some hints.
Okay. Let's see. Energy life form.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. Send me a signal when you see traces.
Energy light form?
That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
Herta assigned me. How much is there to read? Okay. Let's just go to the key points here. Something about an energy life form related to the Genius Society. Troubled by the confidential crisis. Life forms in the Zhangshao Alliance. A series of researchers' disappearance. Inside heard about more energy life forms. Or both energy life forms. And spontaneous human combustion. Boom. Done. Back to present.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
Well, this... I don't think Skrullum could. Doesn't make sense. Ask her, like, Herta herself, she's the one that sent me out there. Asta? She's the only one that who can speak for herself right now.
A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Hearsay hardly counts as compelling evidence, now does it?
Well, we can't talk to Herta right now. She's the only one.
We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate his story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
I agree.
Apologies. It's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth. If he is truly innocent, he can clear his name with answers. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
I know the answer to this one, but I'm going to keep going.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
Conjecture. Asta chose to stay silent.
Then you said you asked Asta for help. However, she decided to hold her tongue.
Confidential crisis, because the space station is like in a very tight spot after the invasion by the Antimatter Legion.
I remember now.
That's enough pretending.
Oh wait, was that not the answer?
She decided to hold her tongue until now?
Maybe it's now I say this one? Oh, wait. I guess this would have to be it.
I remember now.
That's enough. However, so what's the story?
Conjecture.
Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
Or,
However,
oh wait, I'm just picking at the
conjecture.
No, wait.
Then
I got.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction?
Here, it should be here. I just picked it in the wrong spot.
Secrets like they're going out of
the space
There we
station
go.
has been very distrustful of its higher management.
You see?
Ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion.
I got the right answer, just picked the wrong spot.
Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion and cause great internal strife.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position. They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone.
So, Celia, do you know what the deal is with the Intelligentsia Guild?
A little bit. They're about spreading knowledge and finding stuff out, and they're like less pretentious than the Genius Society, or at least a different kind of pretentious. I think some of the Genius Society members kind of look down on them. Although apparently they did recreate the whole synesthesia beacon because the Genius Society guy that invented it didn't like write it down anywhere and it would have been lost.
And what is the synesthesia beacon again?
That's the thing that lets all the people who speak in different languages throughout the space fantasy universe actually understand each other.
Oh, okay.
The magical auto translator.
Great, right? A wizard did it. Well, that's their "a wizard did it" exclamation. All right, cool. So, and I'm guessing they have some kind of political power or societal influential power, seeing as how he's right now comparing himself to the IPC.
Yeah, I think they're pretty big. Like, not like IPC big, but they're a significant faction.
Alright. Good to know. Thank you.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department. Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
Correction. There may be a correlation.
Researchers clearly, though, cut the act. You're perfectly aware.
Now, it has to be the spontaneous human combustion. That's the last one to pick.
I remember now.
Okay, that's the wrong spot.
Cut the act. Correct. Researchers' disappearance clearly, though. It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that. But then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
Question ends.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
Herta surveillance team. Rick Knowit. She's here! She's here! She's here! Licenseless space driver. Who? Rich Knowit. The big shot! People breaker. Huh? Bill Portcullis. RMG. Bo Portcullis. And another video.
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies
What is that?
abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction.
Oh.
In
What?
always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wound.
Is that a flaming deer skull for a head?
Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance.
Some kind of goat meat.
Annihilation
Cow.
will find you.
Dude, that is awesome! We're playing that back. By the way, is Herta, the news station, related to Herta?
This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat,
I think
this is an urgent
Heritor News
broadcast.
Station, that's like
News has finally
a
emerged regarding the
Herta's
attack
fan
on Madame
club.
Herta. The Annihilation
Oh,
Gang
Herta's
has
fan
claimed
club?
responsibility
Really?
for the incident and
Yeah, I
warned
think
of
like
further
her
activity.
fan
The Guild has
club is what I'm
expressed
calling
utmost
those,
condemnation.
calling themselves Heritors.
Okay, no biased news here.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give
This guy
no
looks
thought to the
cool.
masses.
Is he going to become a playable character?
Bathe the world in the
He has an
firelight
artifact
of
set based on him.
True. Yeah, that's right. The follow-up set. It's a follow-up set, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I noticed like that symbol above his head. I saw it looks familiar.
Flee as far as you can.
But you know what? Damn it. He's not going to become a playable character. Cocolia wasn't a playable character. Right now, Big Boob Lady, what's her name? Fantelia? Is that her name?
Yeah, Fantilia.
So far, she's not a playable character. She might go the same route as Sarita from Genshin and end up getting killed. It's like
Senora. Senora. not
Senora.
Sarita.
Who's Sarita?
The Cryo Argon. And we haven't actually met yet.
Oh, okay. So Senora is killed. This guy, he might not be playable, but he looks so cool. Oh my god. Why do villains look so awesome?
This is...
A declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
His name is Duke Inferno Ifrit. Can we add any more Bernie names to that? Like Smoldering, Duke Inferno Ifrit, the Burning Man.
A group of pitiful
Burninator.
lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment.
I'm sure that's all an alias,
value
and we're
Nanook
gonna
sees in
find
the
out
Annihilation Gang
his
is
real
perhaps
name
far
is like
less than one might
Bob.
see in a child who
no like
deliberately broke a vase.
Bernie McFire or something. Bernie Burns.
Bernie
McFire.
McFire Hotface.
Oh, he probably has like one of those single letter middle names that like rich people have in anime because like Asian people think that's how Western names work.
So Bernie O McBurnface Burninator Esquire. And the O stands for oven. Okay, we missed what Ratio said here. A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. I still like to imagine Dr. Primitive is a literal caveman, you know, like who's wearing like the fur loincloth and nothing else except a bow tie. and he has what are those single glasses things like Skrull's wearing right now?
Monocle.
Monocle. He has a monocle, but it's actually supposed to be regular glasses, but he broke off half of it to make it look like a monocle. And you can still see like, you know, the thing that's kind of like hooked on the nose and on the ear. And it's kind of slanting a little bit because it's off balance.
The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood.
Everflame mansion?
Both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Okay, you can only have one Everflame mansion for a very short while. Then it's just called Ashes.
No, it's called Everflame. That means it keeps burning somehow.
Okay,
Like
okay, so the fire keeps burning, but the mansion is just going to be ashes, and then you're just going to have Everflame. The Everflame, the Everflame Ash wants the Everflame mansion. Wants mansion. In that reverse order. I mean, does he just put like fire or flame or whatever in everything he has? It's like his name is like, you know, Bernie McBurnface Ifrit. He has the Everflame mansion. Does he have like a cup of tea, but it's like boiling flame soup?
Oh, he must drink the flaming potent tea from that one side quest.
God damn it, that is a thing. Alright, continuing.
Japella Brotherhood. I've heard that name somewhere.
Is it Japella or Hepella? If it's Spanish, it's Hepella.
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
Oh, is this from Kafka's trailer?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence? Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames.
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me.
Me?
You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
Alright. I'm wondering if I should still stick with this team. Plot-wise, it doesn't make sense anymore. Herta technically isn't here. Ruan Mei's already gone. Zai just as a stand-in for Skrullum. I could bring in Asta since Asta is technically here. And keep Zaid as replacement for Skrullum. But then Ruan Mei, who would I replace that with? Screw it, I'm just keeping this name. I don't want to think too much on it. Even though I did have to swap out the team when we got to the big boss.
It's getting late. Where to now?
But since then, I have done the Echo War, and I have unlocked traces for both Ruan Mei and Zai. So they're not terrible anymore. Ruan Mei was never terrible. Even without her traces, she was still really good. Zai was pretty bad without her traces. Now, she's okay. She's just okay. Although, like, she's not really doing a lot of damage, but when she breaks and you get 5 stacks on that quantum, I mean, that quantum DOT is doing a lot. Like, I think the most I've seen it do is like a little over 50k damage. On a single target.
This is serious. The security department will do whatever we can to help you.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships. We didn't find anything odd. The Annihilation Gang are a group of die-hard thugs. They might be attacking indiscriminately.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people.
You want me to do it?
No. That depends on your friend.
Okay, it's been a while. Pamela. I don't remember this character. As you... Oh, wait, this is the Himiko... I mean, the... Wait a minute. No, I don't remember this character. As usual, 1 pick of Himiko for 1 piece of gossip. Quid pro quo. Can I put it on my tab? Only for you. 20% interest for every 5 trades. You give me 1 more pick. So very like you. Now that's settled. Go ahead and tell me what you need. Forward missing researcher list. Help me find a connection between these people. Oh, how interesting. This disappearance has been a hot topic and the news is tightly controlled. Even I don't have a complete list. You're upset at management too? Why would I be? I'm just a small fry. I'll take any chance to slack off whenever I can. Those who love gossiping about the higher-ups just doesn't have enough things to do in their lives. It's the same people who randomly create their own expectations and then get disappointed when those aren't met. Nothing good will come out of hanging out with them. You sure are enlightened. You flatter me, but I still remember you owe me. Don't worry, I'll get in touch if I have any news.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
He disappeared too.
What happened?
I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times. But it's been a few system hours, and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
True. The keywords that got Adler thinking were energy life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. We need to investigate this.
Don Heng, I need your help. What is it? About Duke Inferno. Do you know the Duke Inferno Ifrit? From the Annihilation Gang? It's best not to get involved with him. The space station is in trouble. The space station met with some trouble, and it has something to do with him. Arlen will fill you in on the details. I want to know more about him. Understood. Wait for my contact. You be careful yourself. If the situation changes, notify us as soon as possible. Okay, that's the missing list. What do you want, Pepe? Play with him. Scratch his belly. Okay, we're done playing. Oh, we got sirens going off outside. What's going on? Well, I was like getting left, but he kept going right. Want to look at the plant? What's going on with my controller?
Jerk! 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 Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again!
What did Adler do to you?
Adler, he disappeared. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities. He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to himself.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
Or was it phase? We'll get him back.
Who said I want him back?
No, he's probably dead.
But if you want to find him, he was reading this booklet the last time I saw him. I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
Yo, you got something? Yep, but it's not what you'd expect. Go on. These victims and their interpersonal relationships don't seem to have any overlaps, but they have all posted pretty extreme comments against management in the dark web, on the dark web, and have a large number of supporters. What? I know this results will bring a lot of things to mind, but regrettably, it's the truth. Thanks.
Your countenance suggests tragedy.
Alright.
So the researchers
Tell 'em
who
everything.
disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information. It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Screwlum.
I think we only scratched the surface of this Ifrit. What happened? The fire demons of Fertora are ferocious and cruel by nature, but Ifrit easily rose to the position of clan leader, and even among the fire demons, his flame belongs to a special category. What do you mean? In many vicious incidents instigated by the Everflame Mansion, I found similar eyewitnesses reports claiming that miscreants materialize from their inferno. I speculate that Ifrit's flames may have inherited some ability other than burning, and that it's related to its origin. I have heard of a flame with similar properties that was difficult to capture because it kept shifting between phases. There is not much information about it, only one line that catches the eye. Burns through the worlds, leaving numerous scions of flames behind. Ifrit is perhaps one of its descendants. Shifting between phases. That's all I have. The number of related records is limited. I'm not sure if that was helpful to you. Enough. It's enough, thanks. That's good. I don't like the fact that we have a spot in the space station now called Breeding Ground.
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information. The next angle is what the victims have in common, distasteful as that discussion may be. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion.
The link between the 3 is...
First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
Adler also.
You think that Adler's discovery drew the enemy's attention?
Indeed, and I already know what he found. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come...
I understand.
Tenuous connection. First.
No, wait.
Adler's
Is that right?
disappearance. He must have come across some...
I understand.
Okay.
Connect
Let's skip the next one.
The next angle is what the victims have in common, distasteful as that discussion may be.
Where's the thing about them being on dark web hating hidden management?
I understand.
Tenuous connection. The next angle.
Distasteful discussion.
A mere glance at their background would indicate they share no commonalities. However, after browsing through their online records, you discovered they all wield influence on the space station's dark web.
Incognito mode will not save you from that.
Lady Asta must know what... The next angle is what the victims last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion. You probably already know about this. The fire demon of Fatora, the Duke of the Annihilation Gang. There is another secret with Ifrit. Last is the abilities
Okay, so
of Duke Inferno
dimension,
and the secret
phase, and
of
flame.
spontaneous During prior unrest, instigated by the Everflame Mansion, some testified to seeing miscreants materialize from the Inferno. The flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous human combustion. Look, the answer is right there. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind.
It's the phase flame, the creation of member number 29, Sir Karl. She was an amazing genius. Intelligent, kind, and humble.
So it was a genius society member that made the phase flame. Something else that's going to destroy the world. Why do we keep you guys around?
However, she lived for a mere 29 days on the human calendar. Such a pity.
She wasn't even a month old? What is the criteria to join the Genius Society?
The phase flame shifted into a different phase as soon as it was created. When it returned to this phase, Sir Karl had already passed away. It then continued to shift through phases, making its capture impossible.
This booklet describes a kind of fire. The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it.
Somebody was once able to glimpse the traces of the phase flame and obtained a wisp of its kindling. Herta kept it and lent it to Ron May for her research, but the kindling was lost in the process.
Of course, it would have been Ruin May.
If Ifrit is a scion of the phase flame, then the entire incident is now clear as day.
The kindling of this unique... I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. Undoubtedly, the curio Herta asked to find was the phase flame. And Adler already discovered the relationship between spontaneous human combustion and the phase flame through the concept of energy life forms. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
I understand.
Okay, has to be a different spot.
I fear that this booklet describes the kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that...
I understand.
Okay, wait, really? How am I so bad at this?
Flame.
I understand.
Tenuous connection. The kindle. I fear that this is the truth.
They're talking about the phase flame. I figured it had to do with the phase flame.
Adler kept muttering about a phrase before he disappeared. I believe this word was actually phase. He saw member 29's
I said the same thing.
Topic in this booklet and verified his hypothesis. As a scion of the phase flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting may be a bit too ambitious for him, but teleportation, that's likely more his speed. That is the truth of the spontaneous human combustion? The researchers didn't disappear. They were moved. We don't know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear. And the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
Nodo uploaded the document, missing research profile. License list space diver. People breaker. People breaker. What on earth is this? Bill Porcullis. The missing researchers are all opinion leaders on the space station's dark web. Holy moly! You know stuff like that even the security department isn't aware of. Rich know it. Ahem. I know, I just got the file from next door. People breaker. It sounds far-fetched, but on the off chance that it's true... Licensed space diver. I smell conspiracy. Rich know it. They staged the whole missing thing and to get rid of the dissenters. Tis, there's such a brilliant plot. Justice must come late, but it will be served. The management must step down. Licenseless space diver. The management must step down. People breaker. If that's really the case, doesn't it mean this chat group is in grave danger? Ellipses. Alright.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed. It needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
She was flame-napped.
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger.
Good, because I have her on my Fire DOT team. I can't afford to lose her.
Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
What do we do now?
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way. Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Mr. Trailblazer and contain the fire.
Oh, okay, let's see. Physical Wind, imaginary ice. Zai might not be the best choice here. We could bring out our Genti again, but that might make it too easy. How easy do we want to make this? Celia, should I bring in a powerhouse team or try to make this interesting?
What's the fight again?
This is the Escape Inferno fight of fire. The encounter shows pretty much the Void Rangers and one Mara-struck guy. So the weaknesses are 2 physical, 2 wind, 2 imaginary, 1 ice.
And you gotta bring Dr. Ratio.
Oh wait, is he going to be in here?
Does it say it above that?
Wait, let me... Oh, it does! Okay. Oh, this is awesome. We get to test him out. Okay, crit rate damage. Oh, they gave him the Don Han light cone. Can I change that? No, I can't. Okay, his traces are all maxed out. His relics, they gave him the imaginary... Wait. That's a new planar orb set.
Is it?
Oh, wait. Pfft. Silly me. No, this is the latest one. I haven't actually used this, which is why it looks so new to me. Wait, but what's his speed at? 140. Okay, so he's not getting the 160 bonus. Do we have any Eidolons? No. Let's take a peek at what his Eidolons are. Okay, first one. The maximum stackable count for the trace summation increases by 4. When a battle begins, immediately obtains 4 stacks of summation. Needs to unlock summation first. Hey, welcome to the stream, Coral Noongo. Sorry I butchered that. And people, and when people we saying he's going to be bad, spoiler, he is. It's the copium. It's the Genshin copium. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be bad. I don't know if he's going to be good. Maybe he'll be all right. I don't know. I think if people wanted him to be bad, that's just dumb. Genshin community. Be glad we're getting something good and demand better from your game. That's what I'm saying. Instead of trying to try somebody's game, you know, demand more from yours. Let's see. When dealing damage to a target, that has a 3 buffs, 3 more. Oh, that's right. He does more damage to enemies that are debuffed. Okay. So let's see. We're bringing in the Fire Trailblazer because he's part of the story. Let's see here. We need somebody to add debuff. So, Pela. Could bring in Branya. Hanya. She's not going to be adding any debuffs. After playing him, I wanted to get Topaz, E1, and also her light cone. Oh, that's right, Topaz. I haven't really built Topaz too well. I'm sorry, what was that, Celia?
Is Hanya's thing count as a debuff?
Hanya does count as a debuff, yeah. And with her speed buff, we could get him to break the 160 mark. So he gets the full benefit of the ornaments. Sweet, this is the team we're going with. No idea if it's going to be if it's going to work at all.
What team is it?
Dr. Ratio, Pela, Hanya, Fire Trailblazer.
Form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it.
Man, I hope that book is made out of iron or something. Screw him, buddy.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with
the infernal fire is also a form of.
Okay, they already said that. I want to cosplay Skrillum so much. Wait, that wasn't always there. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, this is all blocked up. I want to see how this looks like.
For the theater of the mediocre.
Oh, that's right. This is like a taunt. That looks pretty sweet.
The way is awash
Should
with
work very well
flames.
if Hanya's thing
Must
is.
have just teleported.
Yeah, like I heard that Hanya's thing, heard that debuff does work. She's really good. The only reason I would not use Hanya is because I got Ruan Mei. Ruan Mei pretty much power crept every supporter.
Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire.
The folded space result in the space spatial distortion during the spread of internal fire, trying to pass through blah 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 blah. Okay, the folded space when the station is effective cut off. Okay, got it.
See, it's still in the space station. Like Skrillum said,
It's ghastly.
you cannot escape from here. Do you know what to do with cornered prey? Hunt it to the death.
What if I go this way instead? Oh, is this gonna block it? I thought I could teleport through there. Hey, what are you doing here? You wanna help me out? By the way, has anybody mentioned that it's weird that all Ruan Mei's creations, even the ones that we made from her work, they're pretty much snacks? It's like she wanted to make pets that she could eat.
Very suspicious.
Everything about her is suspicious.
This place is strange.
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted. I can deduce its escape route with a mere glance.
I thought it was going to be like a puzzle we're going to have to solve, but it's pretty much telling us where we got to go. I could just ignore you.
For the theater of the mediocre.
But I'm not. She loves her snacks. She loves her lies and deceit.
I shall be the judge. Commencing support. Ready for another?
Nice scratch. Got the defense? Test. 0 points.
Well.
This is serious. Recount. Enemy data signet marker.
Oh, I should have. It's been a while since I used Pela. I need to wait till after they go before I use her thing.
Your answers?
By the will of the 10 lords, the 10 lords decree, hereby ordained.
I like how they show the percentage above their head.
Answer me.
That was a good chunk of damage. Oh yes, the NDA candy. I like that phrase.
I shall be the judge.
Lance at the ready. Lance! Forward!
You know, personally, I think Hoyoverse, I think they kind of purposely put out some of these leaks because it gets the game so hyped And I know they silence creators for it because, you know, they gotta look like they fighting against it. But they always come back. Let's face it, a lot of the videos, a lot of the advertisement that they get is from people talking about leaks. Okay, I see another bug over there. Ooh. Can I lure them both together? Hey, follow me.
For the theater of
Hey, hey, over here, over here. Get close. Get here.
Recount.
I'm gonna do this. Now I'm gonna have to do that. Now I pop it. Wait, they're all at 80. But she has the Hanya debuff. Wait, how many debuffs? Okay. He has 3 debuffs. They get 2 debuffs. Maybe the Hanya thing does not count? Huh.
It's time.
Hey, it makes the game more enjoyable, especially for... Oh, yeah, definitely for free-to-play. I'm more of a budget gamer, I'll admit. I bought the Battle Pass a few times, but that's as far as I'm going to go. Yeah, and I'm still waiting for Skrillin to come out.
It's so
That's
good
what
to
I'm waiting
stand
for.
Here and do nothing. I shall be the judge.
I'm going to be skipping a lot of other characters. Alright, will this bring him up before the bugs? No, it won't.
The Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
Not a scratch.
Your answers? Test. 0 points.
Okay. Nope. First, this. I'm gonna pop that, and then I want to see how much damage this pillar does.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
All right, nothing too special. Oh right, I forgot round 2.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Still in denial.
Oh yeah, like I don't mind being budget if I'm really enjoying the game, and I love this game.
I shall be the judge.
Got the defense?
I think they earned it. How do we get up to... I gotta read his traits because there's something I'm missing here.
Answer me.
That was a lot. Yeah, so his main damage is all about his skill and his follow-up right afterward. His ultimate didn't really do too much.
I'm on guard.
Recount.
Test.
Now that did have a break to it though. Okay, I'm gonna read this again. Okay, ultimate. Deals imaginary damage 240% of its attack to a single target and applies Wise Man's Folly. When Dr. Ratio attacks or allies attack a target afflicted with Wise Man's Folly, Dr. Ratio launches his talent follow-up attack for 1 time against this target. Wise Man's Folly can be triggered up to 2 times and only affects the most recent target of Dr. Ratio's ultimate. This trigger counts resets after his ultimate is used. His talent, when using his skill, that ratio has a 40% fixed chance of launching a follow-up attack against his target. For one time, imagine he damaged 240% of his attack. That is more than his skill. Okay, for each debuff the enemy has, a fixed chance of launching an attack follow-up increases by 20%. If the target enemy is defeated before the follow-up attack is triggered, the follow-up attack will be directed to a single random enemy. And then the skill is damage, basic is basic. Oh yeah, like the break DOT is a debuff, regular DOT is a debuff, but the only debuff that I'm wondering about is Hanya's thing. It didn't really seem to be affecting it at all. See, when skill is used to attack an enemy, there's a 100% base chance to reduce the attack target's effect resist by 10%. That is really good. When Dr. Ratio uses a skill for every debuffed enemy, his crit rate is increased by 2.5% and crit damage by 5%, stacking up to 6 times. That's 6 debuffs. This guy was made for Silverwolf. And this one, dealing damage to a target has 3 more debuffs. For each debuff the target has, damage total Dr. Ratio is increased by 10% up to maximum 50%. 3 or more, so with 8 debuffs, he does the maximum amount of damage. Let's see, and he has crit rate, trace, attack, crit rate. So he gets a bunch of crit rate traces.
Guess that makes sense since he's a hunt character.
Yeah, but some, like, at least some of the early standard banner characters, their traces like don't make a lot of sense. Let's see. It's 2.7, 6.7, 11, 12. So he gets 12% crit rate from his traces at max level. I forget what Topaz's E1 is. Let's see what Topaz's E1. Let's see. When enemies afflicted with proof of death receive follow-up attacks, they will enter the debtor state. This can take effect only once within a single attack. The debtor state increases the crit damage of follow-up attacks inflicted on the target enemies by 25%, stacking up to 2 times. When proof of death is removed, the debtor state is also removed. Yeah, I can see why you want her at E1. Well, you're going to have to wait for a rerun. That's... Let's see, when would her rerun come up? I'm going to guess February. She's probably going to get a rerun in February. No, wait, March. She'll get a rerun in March. That's my guess. Wait a minute, there's... Oh, okay, it's not actually a save point. Is there anything down here? Ghastly! Humans, why? Oh, he's voiced.
This has nothing to do with you.
The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno can't maintain it anymore.
Hanabi. I haven't, like, I try to stay away from leaks as much as possible. I'd rather be surprised. Plus, if I do any reactions to leaks, I'll get my channel destroyed. I'm not sure who Hanabi is. I know the next one's coming up are going to be, okay, Dr. Ratio, Black Swan, Acheron, Sparkle, Hanabi.
I think Sparkle is Hanabi.
Sparkle is Hanabi?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm skipping all those. Runmei was the last one I really wanted. Skrullum is one I really need on my team. I'm saving up for whenever Skrullum comes out. Just drop him there. You know what? Shred him.
This is serious.
Let's see.
Recount.
Lance
See if we can move
ablaze.
them up. That is not okay. I hit the wrong button in there. Whatever.
Lance, forward.
By the will of the Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
We have the upper hand.
Your answers?
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
They all at 100%. All right. Slap them.
Answer me. SAS.
All right, that was 32,000 damage combined. Nice.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
The combat report will be ready soon.
Yeah, it's a good thing Ratio's going to be free then. This gives you a few more weeks to save up on your Jades. Wait, how are we going to get down there? We teleport again? Right, that wasn't it. Okay, that's blocked. What about this one? Can we get to the elevator? Nope. Where we need to be.
What is your goal?
To catch them all.
Seems like this chase is about to end.
Yeah, in my opinion, all 5 stars need to be good at E0. Like anything beyond E0, that's just for whales. We could skip them. But I'm not. Oh, I did it way too late. It's fine, they're attacking the right guy.
Recount.
Ready for another?
Okay, it's confirmed. Hanya's debuff does not work.
Don't lose momentum.
Yeah. It's like, as far as like Eidolons go, 4 stars need Eidolons to keep up with 5 stars. 5 stars shouldn't need Eidolons at all.
This is serious.
This is a bad situation. This guy is... I don't think... No, I think it's fine to put it on here.
I shall be the judge.
Alright, Tiny Shield broke.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Sushan at E1. She becomes incredible, but you need to get her at E1. Zai, I don't have her built well enough yet. Right now she says okay. Ting Young is a secret 6-star.
No need to rush. Patience breeds success.
Wait. Oh, I guess I'm gonna attack you then.
Answer me. 0 points.
Pop him. I'll just keep it on you.
Hit. Lance ablaze. Lance, forward.
Let's see if we can move
Ten
him up.
lords.
Yes, this moves
The
him up.
Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
Ready for another?
I'm asking questions.
We need this guy to die so they... Wait. If I pop these, will these three end up killing this guy? Let's find out. I didn't even need to go that hard on him, but I wanted to. Alright, yeah. Their self-destructions is enough. You know the thing about Ting Young? I don't think it's just Ting Young. Hanya has the same problem as Ting Young. Oh, what's her name? The streamer. I can't believe I'm blanking her name. Gwenifin. Yeah, she gets an insane amount of aggro as well. And she has like the lowest defense and health out of like anybody. Like she's built to be fragile. And she just gets so much aggro on my team. It's like Ting Young, she became the meme for that. And then other characters were like, hold my beer, I got this. You know, hey, make the items, gonna use them.
For the theater of the mediocre.
Honestly, I think Pela, I think she's a secret 5-star as well. I think she is superior to Silverwolf. Which, don't get too upset about that, Cilia. I know you pulled for Silverwolf.
Time for a good old counter.
I shall be the judge.
Enemy targets detected.
Not a scratch.
Your answers? Answer me. 0 points. SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
You know, I gotta put that in slow motion so I can properly see that that animation.
The combat report will be ready soon.
Okay, where are we going? Yeah, for all your supports, I don't know how you're building them. I would highly recommend for most, if not all your supports, give them defensive gear. Just build that one stat that they need for their buffs, and then everything else, hit point and defense. Let's see. Like, I think, even think my Pela. Right, like this gear right here. The Wizardin Snow Guard stuff is really good in supports because it keeps them alive. Because they don't need to do damage. I know a lot of people try to do like sub DPS Pela. Even at her best, she's still doing less damage than hunt characters at their worst. So, you know, just make them tanky is what you gotta do.
It's over.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness. For now. But next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sins with infernal fire.
Ellipses.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire. Oh? No. Hold on.
Oh, here's a Void Rangers. was wondering where they're going to show up because we haven't fought any yet.
Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not, shall we?
I shall be the judge.
Okay, we got to start breaking them.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Oh, that's right, Low Ultra rerun. What banner would Low Ultra be on? Because we haven't had a Jing Yuan rerun either.
No need to rush. Test. 0 points.
Still in denial? Recount. By the will of the Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
Ready for another?
Break them.
Give it up.
No, Jing Yuan needs to be showing up soon. He might be on. Let's see. I know Acheron. No, Black Swan is Nihility, so we might get Jing Yuan with Black Swan, and on Acheron, maybe Luolcha.
It's so good to stand
Because
here
at 2.0, his story is going to show up
The mere
again.
thought of
I
having to
think.
return to mountains of criminal reports in the Hall of Karma makes me wish I could stand here forever and ever.
Stop reminding me of my job, Hanya.
I'm on guard.
Test. 0 points.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Hey, wait. Let's see if I can figure this one out. Wait, Arlecchino. I don't know why that took me so long to figure. Yeah. Kafka, Jing Liu, and Yukon, man.
It's so good to stand
Yukon
here
is a
and do
tough
nothing.
character
The
to
mere
use
thought of
properly.
having to-
I
should be
love
the judge.
Yukon, but you really gotta get your speeds right for.
Forward.
Like, I don't think she's a bad character at all, but I think when people like start talking about who's good and who's bad, they're more like saying who's easier to use.
Enemy targets detected.
Yeah, she's not easy to use, but if you know how to use her, she's really great.
Your answers? Answer me.
Chain People Breaker.
SAS Perkipi.
Oh, that'll just be like you're just asking for the game to not be fun anymore at that point. E6 Kafka and Luolcha. That's just I'm gonna put everything on auto and not worry about it.
I'm okay.
This is serious. Recount.
My Hanya is so fast she went twice in a row without any buffs.
By the will of the Ten Lords' decree.
I got her at speed
hereby
175.
ordained.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
It's time.
So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
How many waves are we going up against? It would be interesting if they added a gear tune in one of the next patches. Let's see. Go for you.
Give it up.
I want to break the
I shall be
fishies.
the judge.
We have the upper hand. Ready for another?
I'm on guard.
Still in denial?
Break you.
Recount.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
defense?
Now we're going to focus on you instead. Well, 60-60. You're 100. But I want to break you.
We have the upper hand.
See, that's not going to break anyone. Okay. That's fine. They all had a tiny shield on them.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's see. Break them.
I shall be the judge. By the will of the 10
Okay, I did this too early.
The 10 lords
I'm not using it right.
hereby ordain.
Dr. Ratio was going to be next up, right after him. I should have waited for his turn to not waste a turn on the buff.
I'm asking questions.
I'm always making that mistake. The bleed's going to kill him. I don't think the bleed's going to kill you.
Test. 0 points.
What was that? 34,000 damage?
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
I forgot to slow it down.
Recount.
Answer me.
I'm on guard.
Oh, wait, I got Palo with me. I could just strip him.
Still in denial.
Okay, if you add the last 3 digits, but I'm not going to go through all that much math.
I shall be the judge.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Strip him, Palo. Now shred him.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Defense. Test.
This is serious. Recount.
Lance at the ready.
Let's see, this might move him up.
The will of the 10 lords.
Yeah, it
the
will.
10 lords decree, hereby ordain.
Ready for another?
Answer me. 0 points.
Okay, that was 50k.
I shall be the judge.
I don't mind if it explodes, it'll be fine.
Your answers?
Okay, going to slow motion for this.
Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out. SAS.
Now the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
And that's how we finish it up. Now, let's remember, this Dr. Ratio at max traces. And his gear was probably also really good too. Like his crit rate, crit damage, I think was like 60 something with 89% crit damage. And he had max traces. So, remember that when you finally get your free Dr. Ratio, he's probably not going to be maxed out right away. Wires are getting in the way here.
Good work. You did very well.
Screw him, join my team.
Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound.
Where were they hidden? That's what I really want to know. How do you find them?
It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within.
Oh, they were in a prison box.
Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine.
So this, is this the end? We haven't fought Duke
Yes.
Inferno yet.
It is over.
No, we gotta fight Duke Inferno. Why do I feel like he didn't do much? You know, I'm still waiting for our Trailblazer to get his hunt path. That's going to be his next path. We're leaving the Zhang Xiao. Well, however you say it. He needs to get his hunt path. And then after that, it's going to be Nihility. You want to know how I know it's going to be Hunt and then Nihility? The Herder store. The Herder light cone store. Those light cones are specifically made for the Trailblazer. Destruction light cone, okay, that could work for any Trailblazer. Preservation light cone, that's specific for the MC. The MC, how they work, they take all the damage. They put a tiny shield, but they focus on their own defense. That light cone is specifically for keeping the MC alive. That's why, and the third light cone was the Hunt light cone, so that has to be the next path. They recently added the Nihility, so that has to be the path after Nihility, or after the Hunt. I just want to get the Hunt Trailblazer. I don't know when they're going to do it. It has to be at the beginning of 2.0, because we're going to Panic only.
This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any internal aftershocks. In Herta's stead, I thank you for your efforts, sir. But there is one mystery that remains unsolved. And that is something I must deal with myself.
What, that's, Wait, what's the mystery that's unsolved? Maybe it's going to be in this message. It's a Herder surveillance team. Bill Porcullis. Have you heard? I don't know what, I can't remember the voices they gave these people. People Breaker. People Breaker. Lead researcher Asta was attacked too? Mr. Robot. That Duke Inferno. Devious. Conniving. People Breaker. Psyops on the masses have always been the most terrifying kind of attack. Porcullis. Indeed, it seems that the Annihilation Gang isn't just about mindless violence, as the rumors suggest. If the lead researcher wasn't rescued at the end, we'd all be in deep, deep trouble. Who will sign our paychecks? Licenseless space driver. Driver. Not necessary. Maybe she's the one who orchestrated it all, masterminding this elaborate ruse by deliberately harming herself to earn some sympathy points. That line of thoughts do have some merit. Enough already. This is ridiculous. Is that really worth it? All the hassle just to palliate? Just to placate a few keyboard warriors? True that. Speaking of which, where's the very first rabble rouser Rich Know It? Oh, right. He was real righteous sounding when he invited me into the group. Let me see. The guy left the group without making any noise.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh wait, Gasly's doing something. Okay, he is kind of sounding like Casper. Wait, did Luigi find him? Oh, I thought Luigi got him to vacuum.
I've been waiting.
Oh. Screwlum squaring up with
Fallout
Dr.
from
Ratio.
this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
Okay. Before I continue, Celia, what were you saying?
What was I saying? Oh, I think in that group chat, the People Breaker guy might be Dr. Ratio.
You think so? Why do you think that?
There was like an achievement that involved him and it used the term People Breaker.
Okay, we gotta look at that's we did unlock an achievement. I'll look at it after this cutscene.
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
Oh, I want to see him square up.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief.
Oh, using the words against you.
I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi.
Oh, is Screwlum saying that Dr. Inferno didn't have anything to do with this?
Logic, a third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
Okay, so he found out ahead of advance that Duke Inferno was doing some stuff, and then he started... So, did Duke Inferno actually attack Herta's puppet, and then Dr. Ratio stepped in to start kidnapping those people, knowing that they were going to be targeted? How did he know they were going to be targeted to begin with?
You are more candid than I calculated.
I got the impression... Like, it's a little weird, but I thought that, like, Duke Inferno tried to kidnap those people, but Dr. Ratio did something so that they would just get transported to a safe spot instead. But I was a little confused about what it was.
Well, how did he find out about Duke Inferno's teleportation? Unless he was just playing naive the entire time and wanted us to figure it out and explain it back to him later on.
Well, I think that was kind of what was happening. Either way.
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong.
Wait, is Screwlum's planet actually called Planet Screwlum? Hey, welcome back, Arlenchino.
Yes.
Wait, Arlenchino, now you're main in Yukon, Kafka, and Jingliu. But before, it was Kafka, Jingliu, and Yukon. Which way is it? They all can't be equal in your eyes.
To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up.
This guy's spitting bars right now.
I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild. Devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
And the only reason you want to pull on Dr. Ratio is to force idolence. I mean, yeah, you could get his light cone. I'm not going to go for either. I'm saving my Jades for when Screwlum pops up. And then I'm going to E6 Screwlum. Even though he's probably going to be a 4-star, I am going to get Screwlum. I spent too many J's getting Ron May. I got to save up for whenever Screwlum pops up. I don't know if anybody's going to catch my eye in between that. But nope. That's the one I'm focused on. Yeah, I guess, okay, Screwlum did fight back Skynet. Sort of. Well, man, what kind of ego you gotta be to have an entire planet named after you?
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
Like, Screwlum's probably going to be the only character who I strive to E6. Like, the only E6 characters I got were mostly by accident. I did try Ching Choi to E6 her. I forget what banner she was on when I did that. But, Screwlum's going to be the only other one who I'm going to try to do that. If he's if he's a 5-star, I'm going to go for it. I'm probably not going to succeed, but I'm going for it. And I'm not going to wail. If I just run out of Jades, that's it. So that's why I got to save up.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
Maybe he doesn't have that big of an ego, but he's just really bad with names. Like, whenever I'm playing a video game and it wants me to name a location, I'm like, Sillland.
Sillville. Silltown. Okay. I don't think Screwlum has that problem. Maybe. Who knows? But, Planet Screwlum. That's a little bit too on the nose.
You are indeed more like
I mean, if
a
he called it
medical
Screwland,
doctor
that would
than a
make
scholar.
like everyone think it's like the red light district planet, and they get like a bunch of disappointed tourists.
Wait a minute. He's a robot. I know he's part of like a race of robots or whatever they want to call themselves. What if he is the planet and the planet just kind of like downloaded a part of his consciousness into this frame that Screwlum currently is to like travel to the universe? But he's still connected to the planet.
Could be.
And that's why he's so smart. You E6 Bronya. I mean, Yukon, I mean, not too tough compared to Bronya. Unless you're also getting standard pulls on Yukon, then that would be insane. Wow. I don't want to imagine how much money you had to spend for that.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
it is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
Wait, does Screwlum turn off that thing that'll stop into teleportation outside the station? Because it will be really embarrassing for Dr. Ratio if he's trying to do this epic, like, teleport away gestures, like, you know, and farewell, I walk off into the sunset, but he ends up teleporting himself into the bathroom. and then he still has to walk out and, you know, catch the space bus out. It's like, oh,
It's like
you totally ruined my my epic exit.
that's like the equivalent of like throwing down a smoke bomb, but then the smoke clears and the person who threw it's still just standing there awkwardly, and then they walk off.
No, it's more like you throw down a smoke bomb. You try to start running away, but the wind blows away the smoke, so that people just see like you just ran like 5 steps away, and you're trying to hide behind a car. But he does in Spanish. The Spanish for screw is tornillo, and his name in Spanish is tornillium. You have a friend who plays the game in Spanish with a name? Let's try to use a Spanish. Interesting. Oh, we got 120 J's for that. Now we're going to check out the achievement we got. We got a few. Let her cook. Stop and listen to Hanya's prattling. Oh, okay. Here, guys, if you get Hanya, fully listen to all of Hanya's idle animation voiceover lines and her action idle voiceover lines. We get that by accident because I was talking to you guys when it's Hanya's turn. Thanks for that. Okay, now here's one Celia was talking about. Chain People Breaker. In a single battle, trigger the follow-up attack effect from Dr. Ratio's talent, Cogito, Ergo, Sum, for 4 consecutive turns. Okay, so yeah, I guess Celia has a point there. People Breaker might have been Dr. Ratio. And we also got Divine Verso Mundane Recto. Okay, that's this complete in the story quest. This goes to the Express Stowways, and yeah, he just teleported to the Express. It's like, okay, yeah, I didn't mean to be here. Don't tell anybody. See, I heard about what you did. Nice work. How's Asa doing? She got back to work. I mean her safety.
Well, if she got back to work, she's probably not dead, so.
I don't know. Well, this is Japanese culture, right? And their work conditions aren't that great. See, what's there to worry about when I'm around? That's exactly why I'm worried. True. Okay, at least she's self-aware. It's a shame that we haven't found the phase flame yet. Well, wait, Skrullum didn't mention he has a phase flame now? Forget it. I'll think of it as Ruan Mei owing me a favor. It's worth a lot more. That's it, then. I don't think you want Ruan Mei owing you a favor. I don't think you want to owe Ruan Mei a favor. She's untrustworthy. Also, I'm thankful to... What was that, so?
At least Herta's puppets can't eat, and the real Herta is who knows where, so Ruan Mei will have a hard time drugging her.
Can you drug Herta's robot? I'm pretty sure she probably figured out a sweet that could do it. Because she's still trying to feed Herta's puppet sweets. According to that one light cone we got. Also, I'm thankful to Dr. Ratio.
Might hack into her.
Wait. Oh, Herta doesn't know who Dr. Ratio is? Eh? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's hiding in Himiko's room until the next planet. See. Actually, let's go to the Express now. He should be here. Hey, there he goes. Kind of surprising.
How quaint. A space so meticulously curated just for my refined tastes. I suppose it might do for moments of reflection. Perhaps the best part is that even with so many present, there's a delightful scarcity of simpletons.
That's a weird compliment. Hey, you're not stupid.
Not at all. As a nameless who's always on the road, constantly meeting with various characters, don't these encounters become wearisome?
I'm used to it.
It's no small feat. The average person is easily swayed by their environment, after all.
Then I hope you are swayed by their Express.
Go ahead and try. With this mask on, I intend to keep the world at bay.
You forget to put on your mask. I wonder if that's going to be like Dr. Ratio's like a custom costume. Just him wearing his mask. Listen here, I love Ruan May, so she's fine. I love her so much. Hey, toxic relationship is a toxic relationship. You love her, great. Doesn't change the fact that she's deceitful, she's gaslighting, she's a liar, and she's gonna probably accidentally destroy the universe with more swarm creatures she creates in her pursuit of becoming a god. But hey, she is hot, so I guess it's okay. That being said, I think we're going to end the stream here. Wait, is there any more quest here? Nope, just... Wait, Swarm, that's right, I still got the Simulated Universe stuff to do. But as far as the story goes, we're done. So I'm just going to go and do the Simulated Universe on my own time. Complete that stuff, and we're just going to have to wait to 2.0. Wait, we're going to get more story stuff probably in Phase 2 of 6 or 1.6. Which is going to be... under 3 weeks. We got about 18 days, 18 and a half days. So not too far off. And hopefully we get the Trailblazers' next path, which is going to be Hunt. So thanks to everybody that showed up. Thanks for conversing. I hope you enjoyed. I plan on streaming this weekend. Make no promises. Probably going to do more Cult of the Lamb. Some other random games. New Year's, I want to stream all night New Year's. Planning to. And we'll see how that goes. Till then, you guys have a great one. Later. Oh, and thank you for showing up, Celia.